Just to the PDEA, nabanggit niyo po kanina, based on what I gather, it was a list that was having a lot of revisions from the time that it started, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, if it was being revised continuously, we were seeing deaths left and right since 2016 onwards.
Yes, Your Honor.
So how can we now say that those deaths and those operations were indeed validated through drug personalities? If the list itself that served as the basis of the PNP to implement was not validated, nor was it final in nature.
That was the predicament that we had while we were trying to analyze the lists, Your Honor, because we found out that, let us just take, for example, the first list or the original list. It was sent to PDEA, it was studied by PDEA, and when it was submitted back to the palace, that is what I understand, a second list would be given back to PDEA. And it was observed that there would be names included in the list that was being sent back to PDEA. So parang, ano sir, we checked on the list, we send it forward, we send it upwards for them to check on it, hoping that it wouldn't be, there would be no more names included, but it was the opposite. There would be names again that would be included. And so this continued until the third list. And so as not to miss anything, we already, so as not to miss anything, the lists were already combined with each other to come up with the August 2020 list, removing the names that were redundant or maybe there were deaths already, so they were removed from the list already. So that was how the list evolved, Your Honor.
Do we have somebody from the CHR here, Mr. Chair? Do we have a representative from the CHR?
Yes, earlier they were here, but after the interview with the victims earlier, we allowed them to be excused for this.
No, I just wanted to know lang, Mr. Chair, kasi base sa sinabi ng PDEA, it was around 2020 where, you know, a working draft that was actually validated was finalized, more or less, correct?
Your Honor, just to make a clarification, the file name is dated August 2020, but as early as 2019. Yeah, second. Yeah. The file name is only August 2020, Your Honor, but as early as 2019. Because after the NSC,
Yes, sir.
General Bitong will explain, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Actually, starting January 4 of 2016, sir, it already undergo a TWG deliberation. There is no remedy yet. It has not yet been approved.
January 2016?
No, sir. It's January 2017.
Oh, yun.
January 4, 2017.
So meaning, it was on July 1 that the former president assumed office. So it was not until the following year of the first month, January 2017, that this list was, how do you say it, processed, correct?
Sir, may I... actually, sir, starting July 4 of 2016, 5 days after the assumption, the president started showing already and announcing, showing in public the president's list.
So what was the basis of that list?
We only got the official list on January 4. of 2017. The first list.
Colonel Patay, di ba tanong ko lang, di ba sabi nyo kanina na-assign kayo sa Davao
Del Norte po, Mr. Chair.
Tapos, pagkatapos ng assignment nyo doon, anong taon yon?
Until 2016 July, Mr. Chair.
Ha?
Until 2016 July.
Can you speak louder?
2016 July, Mr. Chair.
2016 July. Tapos in 2016 July, saan po kayo nailipat?
Dito po sa NCRPO Station 6 QCPD, Mr. Chair.
NCRPO Station 6. Nung kayo po ang naipwesto dito, gaano katagal po kayo naglingkod dito po sa NCRPO Station 6?
11 yata yun, Mr. Chair. 11 months from July to September, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Chair.
Doon po sa kabuuan nung 11 buwan, maalala nyo po ba kung ilan ang drug operations ninyo na nagresulta sa pagkamatay ng suspect?
Hindi ko po bigay yung exact figure, Mr. Chair.
But more or less?
Ko po ma-estimate. Last time, Mr. Chair, previous hearing, may guidance na po dito na ang listahan po ay I think that it was submitted yata dito sa committee na to, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Can you give me a ballpark figure?
I was not able to look at the report, Mr. Chair. I cannot give the figure, Mr. Chair. Kamali po ako.
Chairman Paduano, maybe you can tell me?
Anyway, just to correct your statement, Colonel Patay, of course, baka nakalimutan mo na, you stayed in NCRPO, QC, station in Batasan.
Station 6.
Station 6 nga, pero QC. Diba?
QC,
Quezon City.
Yes, Mr.
You were assigned here in the NCRPO July 1.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And July 4, you were assigned as Station 6 Commander. Tama?
If the records...
Anyway, yung transfer mo pabalik doon sa CIDG,
CIDG after my assignment dito sa Station 6, Mr.
correct. And that is September.
Yes,
So
Mr.
you stayed in Station 6 more than a year.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
More than a year. Now, during the previous hearing sa Committee on Human Rights, as reported, the data shows that more than 100 was killed, which is drug-related operations.
Mr. Chair, I cannot confirm or deny that data.
And that is the data presented to us, not you, but the CHR.
Okay. Thank you very much, Congressman Paduano. So anyway, Colonel Patay, doon sa panahon na inimplement niyo po itong madugong gera laban sa droga, sabi na nga po na mahigit 100 ng buhay na nasawi. Ano po ang pinagbasihan po ninyong listahan?
That was based on the reports from the BADAC, Mr. Chair, and intel reports coming from the intel of our unit, Mr. Chair.
Intel of the PNP?
There was already a list in the stations produced or stored coming from the BADAC, Mr. Chair, because during that time, the barangay officials were very cooperative on that campaign, Mr. Chair.
So anyway, ang akin lang pong medyo dala ng konting, hindi naman konti kasi ang malaking pangamba, Mr. Chairman, is PDEA said that it was a working draft, this list, that was used as basis to implement the drug war. And it was not until 2020 was an interagency task force was created to have still a processing draft of a list. And that was 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. That was 4 years after the assumption. How many lives were lost during that time? The question now is, doon sa mga namatay at inoperate, ilan doon ba talaga yung inosente at hindi dapat nasa listahan? Kasi yung mismong listahan na pinagbabasihan, hindi pa nga final in nature, Mr. Chair. So, siguro, Mr. Chair, one of my requests is for PDEA to give us this list and we can cross-match it to those individuals that were, how do you see it, unjustly lost their lives, and then we can see really the loopholes in the implementation of this drug war. That's my point, Mr. Chair. Maraming salamat.
Okay. Salamat, Congressman Suarez.